Here are some things that I'm teaching my daughter in hopes that she has a much healthier relationship with food and her body than I did. Number one, we teach her that we don't talk about other people's bodies. We don't comment on other people's bodies. Other people's bodies are none of our concern. And honestly, bodies in general are the least interesting thing about people. What matters is how kind they are. How do they treat you? How do they treat themselves? How do they treat their family? What are their hobbies? Those are what makes you you, not somebody's body. So we don't talk about bodies. When it comes to her body, we really hardly ever comment on it. Of course, we tell her she's beautiful because she is, and we tell her she's beautiful just the way she is. But we really talk about and comment on how she behaves, how well she listens, how kind she is, how she treats her friends, what makes her her. That's what we focus on. Again, her body is the least interesting thing about her. When it comes to food in our house, we're constantly talking about how food is so good and it fuels you and it helps you feel strong and energized and powerful, and that all food can be enjoyed. And it's on me and my husband to raise her in an environment that replicates that and that speaks to that, right? So we have processed food in our house, and we have dessert, and we have sugar, and we also have an abundance of fresh fruits and vegetables and meats and non-processed food, because it's about balance. And so that's how we treat it. That's how we talk about it, and that's how we eat it. All things can be enjoyed. It's all about balance. You don't want too much of anything because it'll make you feel pretty crappy, right? Because she's a girl, I constantly am, and we're instilling in her that she is so strong and so capable, and that there is no difference between her and the boys in her class, and that she can run so incredibly fast and she's so strong. And so to model that behavior, my husband and I talk about it the same way. Mommy is just as strong as daddy. I can run faster than him too. So we make it very known that she is just as strong and capable as any of the boys in her class, and we model that in the language that we speak in front of her as well. Speaking of modeling behavior in return, because we never want her to criticize her body, we don't criticize our own bodies, especially in front of her. There is no negative self-body talk, and if we are struggling with something physically, there's a way to address it, right? I'm feeling really sluggish today. I'm gonna go for a walk. I'm feeling, my clothes are fitting a little tight. I'm gonna buy bigger clothes, or I'm just gonna move my body a little bit more. But it's never crash dieting. It's never cutting out foods. It's never, I need a purge and I'm disgusting. There's none of that talk. If there are things we're unhappy with, we address it in a healthy way, in a way that we'd want her to as well. I am a firm believer that we are a product of our environment, and that there's so much data and science that shows that you are who you are by the time you're like 6 or 7 years old. So she is only 3.5, but it is so important that we instill these beliefs in her now, so by the time she goes to elementary school, where she's subject to peer pressure and kids who didn't grow up in this environment, she has a strong foundation and she knows who she is. And that's on me as a parent, and I will do everything I can to make her feel a lot happier with her body and save her from a lot of the pain that I went through.